Hi everyone, my name is Robin and I am leading a group this semester called Lioness Arising. Lioness Arising is a book by Lisa Revere, who you may have seen at Shine this last year or a few years prior to that. She is incredible. She is an amazing speaker and writer. And if you have not read this book, I recommend it highly. It is going to change your world and have you laughing, rolling on the ground at the exact same time. I remember when I was in about chapter 5 reading this book, God clearly spoke to me and He said, my women, my daughters need to know this. So I was given the opportunity to lead this group and I agreed before I even read the entire book and I just prayed. I'm like, please let it end well. But it did. It ends fantastic. And I highly encourage you to read it as well. This book is about being fierce and bold in our faith, about being dangerous and fully awake in our Christianity. It's about not being tame and timid. God did not save us to tame us, ladies. He saved us to change the world. And on this book, she writes a quote from a British poet. I'd love to share it with you. It just kind of sets the tone of what this group is really about. It says, if there ever comes a time when the women of the world come together purely and simply for the benefit of mankind, it will be a force in such the world has never known. Beautiful, right? But it is written by a gentleman named Matthew Arnold, and he's a 19th century British poet and philosopher. And the reason why I love this so much is because in the 19th century, we weren't even allowed to blink without getting permission. So not only did he see the vision that we were going to have the same rights as men, but we were going to change the world. And ladies, before we can change the world, we have to change ourselves. We have to change the way that we think and feel about one another, and we have to change the way we think and feel about ourselves. We live in a reality television world where the TV shows that get the highest ratings usually are women that are at each other's throats and screaming and they're jealous and they're being catty. And I just think that God is up there just shaking his head going, no, that is not what I've created you for. God created us for something bigger and better. He created us to love one another, to encourage one another, to give each other victories. So, ladies, if you sign up for my group, please leave your superwoman cape at home because there are no superwomen in this group. We are all real. We are all struggling. We all have the same battles, and it doesn't matter how perfect our world seems on the outside. We all have things that we're dealing with, and it's okay. I just want to tell you that it is okay. So, I just encourage you, if you have never signed up for a group before, you need to do it. Because when I first started coming to Celebration about 5 years ago, I remember sitting in this room. It was a sisterhood event and it was full of women, just tons of women, and everything was dynamic and this and Pastor Carey was great and the worship was great, everything was great, but I felt so alone. I felt like, how are there hundreds and hundreds of women in this room and I don't know one of them? So I signed up for a group and that changed everything. That was almost 5 years ago, and I am still in contact with those women. One of them lives in Ireland, one of them lives in California. The rest go to different campuses, but it doesn't matter because we still love each other and encourage one another. And I just signed up for group after group, and then all of a sudden the big church didn't seem so big anymore, and that's what the group does. It makes the big church seem small. And don't get me wrong, the big church is fantastic, and Celebration Church is going to change Jacksonville and change the world. But sometimes we just need that one on one. Sometimes we just need to know that it's okay that we're not perfect. Sometimes we just need a shoulder to lean on and an ear to listen to, and that is what the group does. The group is there for the small interaction to make the big church seem small and to really love and connect and pray with one another when we need it. So my group Lioness Arising starts February the 14th at 7 p.m. If you need more information, go to www.celebration.org and you can sign up for the groups on that page. And I understand that that's Valentine's Day. I will be there anyway because I don't celebrate love one day a year. I celebrate love 365 days a year. But if you would like to just come, and we'll probably just do some icebreakers and get to know one another and really break into the group in the following week, I would love to see you. I'd love to just join hands with you and really just become the women that God has called us to be. So please go to celebration.org, go onto my groups page under Lioness, and my contact information is on there should you have any questions. Feel free to call me or email me. I will answer them for you. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope you have a blessed day.